Now, the CAA is already being shaken up. It's become the first major national security agency to offer buyouts to its entire workforce. This is part of Trump's broad effort to shrink the federal government and shape it. I should say. Now, the offer tells federal employees that they can quit their jobs and receive roughly 8 months of pay and benefits. What's happening right now with the CIA?
Yeah, this is a huge announcement. I believe I read this very late last night, but it's a great move by President Trump to shrink the bloated federal bureaucracy, these three-letter agencies, Gabriella, that many Americans have not understood for so long what they actually do. We have so many questions as tax-paying citizens as to what actually goes on behind these three-letter agencies.
Yeah.
This move will save taxpayers like myself millions and make the CIA actually more efficient in the long run. So it's time to see some real reforms now. Kudos to President Trump and his team for taking on the swamp and winning. The MAGA agenda is already working.
It already is so fast. The White House has released a list of projects overseen by USAID and has identified the waste from this. It's just been wild to witness and see how much money has been wasted, thrown at left-wing projects right around the world. Elon Musk has been leading this, and he says that USAID is beyond repair. Here is Elon Musk.
What we have here is not an apple with a worm in it, but we have actually just a ball of worms. If you've got an apple and it's got a worm in it, maybe you can take the worm out. But if you've got actually just a ball of worms, it's hopeless. And USAID is a ball of worms.
Mm-hmm.
There is no apple. And when there is no apple, you've just got to basically get rid of the whole thing.
It seems like every day, every hour of every day, we're just getting new information and more evidence of how much money has been wasted on left-wing projects, that tax dollars were funding bioweapon research in Wuhan, including COVID-19. I mean, I just can't believe some of the things that have been exposed already. Caitlin, what's your take on it?
Yeah, there's so much being exposed and so many actions being taken every day by this new administration that the liberals and the mainstream media don't even know what to cry about first. So that's been quite interesting to listen to. But USAID has been completely unaccountable for decades. And I think your average American has been aware of that. It's been an agency that's run by bureaucrats with agendas who really believe that they answered to nobody, because they certainly didn't answer to us, tax-paying citizens. I think this is the age of awakening. There's also a spiritual component to a lot of the accountability that we're going to see over the next 4 years. Most of us have lived our whole lives in basically a carefully constructed Truman Show. That's really how the American people feel, especially after the past 4 years, where none of the institutions that you know, Gabriella, and you meet, the media to public health, to the FBI, to the CIA, to universities, to NGOs, none of these agencies are actually what they appear to be. None of these institutions are actually what your average American thinks they are. It really feels like the Truman Show. This is going to be a huge awakening, and I can't even keep up myself.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. The truth is coming out. More and more of it is being revealed every day, and we are reporting on it right here. President Donald Trump, he's been signing plenty of executive orders, and he signed the No Men in Women's Sport executive order today, fulfilling one of his major campaign promises of keeping biological men out of women's sport. Now, Trump signed the order on National Girls and Women in Sports Day, which celebrates female athletes in women's sport and those who are committed to providing equal access to sports for all females. Here is Donald Trump.
Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women.
Caitlin, just how much relief is there for the women of America?
A ton. This is a classic example of just promises made, promises kept, common sense policies, a common sense agenda. That is the reason Donald Trump won over the hearts of the American people. The American people rejected the left's attempt to sort of blur the basic biological truths. And today, the president delivered on another promise.
Spokeswoman for American Values, PAC, Caitlin Sinclair, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. Great to speak with you.